Supercars drivers got their first chance to impress their Formula One counterparts at Albert Park today. But Shane van Gisbergen's day almost ended in disaster. The two-time champion recovered from the practice bungle, winning the first race of the Grand Prix weekend.
Brock Feeney is a star in the making.
That's good, that's class.
That's why Red Bull signed the 20-year-old to replace a legend last season.
Pretty good, eh? Oh, that is something, mate. I love that.
Feeney's still pinching himself that he's driving a Red Bull racing car made famous by legends like Jamie Whincup, Craig Lowndes and Shane van Gisbergen.
It's just a privilege to be there, and to now call those guys mates is pretty crazy. You know, a few years ago I was just a kid watching them on the couch.
He's not on the couch anymore.
I'm going to check my pants out when we get back in there.
Might need to swap before you drive.
After scaring the daylights out of me, time to return the favour.
Hope you got your life insurance paid, mate.
I forgot to mention, I haven't driven a manual in years.
Wait till the green cone, and back to the throttle.
Yeah, I missed the green cone.
My time's improved thanks to Brock's expert tips. And it's no surprise when he's not racing, Brock's here coaching the next generation.
I can imagine what your heart rate is at the moment.
Yeah, it's probably a little bit higher than yours. I've got a brake pedal on my side, so if we get in trouble, I'll be on that.
Brock learned to race here at Norwell himself when he wasn't even old enough for L plates. 15
years old the first time I came out here and learned how to drive a car, and what are we, 5 years later, teaching you how to drive one fast. I probably never thought that on the first day that I came out.
Hard work paying off, claiming a maiden supercars victory last season, the last ever for Holden. And now, another win in Melbourne.
We ended the season well with my first win, and we've started this season well as well. I mean, I've always said I want to be a champion one day and win races, and I haven't put a timeline on that.
Brock's dad was a champion on 2 wheels, and now he's making his own name on 4. As for me, 2 feet is good enough.
Well done. We're still in one piece.
Still in one piece.
We stayed on the black star.
Only just.
Going around with you set my heart rate to an all-new record level. It was pounding at about 300 beats a minute. It made my day.
Thanks, mate. Mine was beating pretty fast too.
Wally Lewis, 9 News.
So much fun out there.
Yeah,
a lot of
great.
smiles. Thanks, Jono.
A pit lane move has helped the Red Bull Ampol racing team get off to a perfect start at the Melbourne Super Sprint, with race 3 taken out by Shane van Gisbergen. Qualifying 4th for the first of this weekend's races, van Gisbergen and his team decided to only change their two rear tyres during the pit stop. With the track deemed wet prior to the race, the move was legal, allowing SVG to hammer home his advantage.
Nice job. 2 corners to run. Fastest lap currently belongs to Will Brown. It's going to be maximum points to get the weekend started for Shane van Gisbergen. 75 points in the bank, greets the checkered flag, and the Red Bull Ampol racer ticks the box. 0.3 of a second the margin in the end over Brody Kostecki.
Making the win even sweeter, van Gisbergen has qualified fastest for race 4 of the season, which gets underway later this afternoon on Fox Sports.
Thanks to Dunlop, normally they don't get much praise, so I think it's good that they have done a good job here and no tyre failures, so thank you to them. But yeah, again, thanks to my team, Red Bull Ampol Racing. Like what I did to the car this morning, tried to write the thing off, and then to fix it up like they did, 2 good qualies and then a race win, I'm stoked.
Of the supercar season has exploded at Albert Park. Brody Kostecki emerging from the chaos with a maiden victory. From the jump, there was a tangle with David Reynolds flung from the track while Nick Percat was feeling the heat.
Supercars are underway. Nice start by van Gisbergen. Brown wants to argue the case. Shane out to the racing line and tries to sweep down, but he loses the lead. Does he hang on and off and outside and in the weeds? One of the Penrite cars. That doesn't look good.
The cars are alight. That's not good. Need to get to the nearest fire stop.
The race was shortened after Jack LeBrock clipped the wall. That allowed youngster Brody Kostecki to take out top honours under a safety car for the first win of his career.
Got a good start, no contact or anything through the first lap. Obviously the safety car was out early, and I thought I could smell something down the back straight, and I was like, that's weird, but, you know, obviously the boys prep everything overnight. Could have been a bit of CRC on an exhaust pipe or something, so I thought, oh, I didn't think much of it. It's a race car, they always have smells. And then got to the third slice, and I thought, Oh my God, I am on fire.
Shane van Gisbergen has responded to Mark Skaife's comments about the Supercar champion's conduct on Sunday. The Red Bull Ampol Racing driver was stripped of his Race 1 victory and disqualified after the team made unapproved modifications to his car before going on to win Race 2 at the Newcastle 500. The defending champ opted to shut down the media's questions on the issue, prompting Skaife to hit out at van Gisbergen.
Bouncing back, I imagine there was a bit of disappointment with the team today, so did that make today's race win even a little bit sweeter?
Yeah, so basically just repeat what I said on track. Like, thanks to my team, our cars were awesome. But yeah, all our talking was done on the track today. So thank you.
There was a little... No, mate, it's a press conference. We're going to ask you questions. There was obviously that battle at turn 9 between yourself and Chaz. Can you talk us through it just from your point of view?
All the talking was done on track today.
Mate, come on. Are you serious?
But when you're the champion, you have an ambassador's role in this sport. And although you might not want to make any more comment, you actually have a duty as a custodian of the sport to say what you need to say about the results and what's gone on today.
Van Gisbergen has responded, stating in a social media post that he understands it's his duty to represent the sport in a good light as champion. I will do that to the best of my ability, he says, by being myself off track, racing hard on track for my team members, team partners and our fans. SVG doubled down, writing that Skaife's words were a real kick in the teeth from a 5-time champion, someone I look up to and respect. I'm not going to pretend it's all roses when it's not.